Hey guys, August the 16th here in Central Illinois. Going to be a hot one today. I think they're talking a heat index of about 110 degrees, and this old man's got a lawn or a yard to mow. I mowed some of it yesterday and called it quits. It was hot, but I'll get some more done today. And if I never put another video up, you'll know that I dropped over dead, and the groundhogs will be eating on me because nobody will find me for quite some time. It's the way it is, from dust we came and dust we return. And I'm at that point in my life anyhow. So anyhow, on a happier note, I got the steam crane done. It's already had to do a slight modification. You know how it is. Everything that's naked when you put paint on it causes problems. So this is what my setup was. I took a lot of effort and time on the roof. I set that all up. I pinstriped it. Actually, it's not really pinstriping. I masked it off with masking tape and spray painted each edge. I'll let that dry for a couple of days, and then I did the other two edges, and it worked out quite nice. I finally decided on a stack on this thing. As you guys know, this is what I wanted to use. This is off of an Erector Set vertical steam engine, but it was just way too big for that. So what I did, and just know that plumbing supplies can come in really great for standard gauge trains when you're wanting to do detailing. But this is basically what the smokestack started out with, right here. And I set this in the lathe, and I cut back the nut. I also shortened the top. Then I inserted a piece of brass tubing to the height that I wanted. And then I've showed you this before. This is a Repro smokestack ring off of a stationary steam engine. I put that on there. Then I took and I made another insert like this, and that was put right down there in the top. I turned it all upside down, and I filled it with lead, basically solder, and made it one unit. And then I cleaned off what little solder may have leaked around there. It's nice and solid. And then I took a file, and I kind of did a little bit of concave filing so it would fit the curvature of the roof just a little bit better. Got that done, and then I went ahead and I added the steam whistle to it, which I'd soldered a base on it, made it just a little bit higher, and threaded it so I didn't have to solder this stuff on and then mask it off and blah 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 and all that other stuff. We got the boom done. It actually works. You'll notice that I got that little chain in there. Well, this is it right here. This is 3 millimeter links, and get this. This came out of China, and President Xi himself sent me a thank you card for it. I was most touched by it. It really was. And in order to get this stuff, this is 65 feet. What do I need 65 feet for? But 65 feet, there's another roll of this chain, but 65 feet of this chain shipped all the way from China for $2.65. So I got enough chain here to make 100 million cranes if I wanted to. It's a little bit difficult to work on because those links are so doggone small. Here's something else. I was talking about smokestacks. This will make an excellent smokestack. This is also a plumbing supply. You could split it in the center or cut it at the bottom. You could cut it off at the top, or you could leave a small lip. I have seen smokestacks that have been done that way. But there's just a whole lot of stuff that you can go to your plumbing store. True Value, stuff like that. I think I gave $2 for this. I think this was around 3 or 4, and this is all solid copper. Here's a Here was one, same thing, except it didn't have the nut on the bottom, but it wasn't big enough for what I wanted. I wanted something with some size. So, but like I say, you can pick this stuff up. It's everywhere. Use your imagination. That's the whole idea of kit bashing, is to use your imagination. And believe me, I got a vivid one at times. But we got everything painted. This is painted with Rust-Oleum, and it's called Bright Metal. And I think that's the same thing that I did the Goose with. I know I tried another one that was marked aluminum, and it marked easy. And this will mark easy also. Oh, the other thing that I had done, I think I told you guys that I wanted to use the vertical boiler from that Erector set because it had a hole in the back for where the door would have been to stoke the boiler. And I was going to put a red light in that. Well, everything was way too big. But I did go ahead and take the windows and the doors and Mylar them off. And I've got a red light in there, which gives a pretty decent little glow. So I'm well pleased with it. I think of all the things that I've done, this may be the best toy that I've made yet. I mean, if you go out online and you look up a Dorfin 1-gauge crane that they make, this is very, very reminiscent of that. The boom also swings back and forth. And like I say, it goes up and down. Of course, totally worthless, but that's all part of the idea of make-believe. So I got her hooked up for a work train, you know. I mean, why would I have anything other than freight? And we'll give it a run, and I think you'll be pleasantly pleased by the way it operates. You can see that warm red glow of the boiler. But now we're ready for some heavy lifting, so kind of looking forward to it. It makes a great addition to my freight empire. I hope you can see the red glow through the windows. All right, that's it for today. So we've got this project done. I will imagine I'll try and think of another one. I like doing this kind of stuff, and this really turned out nice. I'm well pleased with this. This should be a keeper. All right, guys, enjoyed this this hot, sweaty weather along with a few beers, and we'll talk with you later. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, which means it's open season on everything. Toodaloo.